a twist in terms of emotions, which is going to lead up to projects that come like the Contra, which the Contra means for me, musical terms, is a lower note versus a higher note. The octaves. If you talk about personal life, we're talking about the church versus the hood, the streets. So the things that I learned, you feel me, that kept me. It's kind of like DMX. He's a great example. Very spiritual guy, but he's a street guy, so you can't really cross him too much, because even though he's a man of God, at the same time, he can tell you everything that you need to know about street code. Or light and dark, you feel me? Just going in depth with the things that I've had to endure, from losing people who were dear to me, a relationship where I thought was going to be, I was going to be in for the rest of my life, losing my son, the loss of my grandmother, who was basically like a mother to me. You'll be able to hear about these and get the vibe, as well as what I think about when I'm in the club, what inspires me. So what most people would say, and I'll use Pac for example. A lot of people thought that Pac at first was a contradiction. He contradicted himself, but no, he was basically showing human nature. You feel me? So if you go and listen to his records, he was talking about things that needed to be talked about, but at the same time, he was saying, well, "Don't get it twisted. I'm still gangster with it." But as a man, I want to talk about the importance of it's big. It basically, he was saying it's bigger than me. So you'll get a twist in terms of emotions, and for me, always know when I'll bring you different things, only because if you let's say your favorite actor, let's say if your favorite actor is Denzel, whoever your favorite actor is your favorite for a reason. And most of the time, the number one reason is you're gonna say he played the hell out of that part. Let's take Leonardo DiCaprio, for instance. I'm quite sure you've seen Leonardo in the Django movie. Played the hell out of that role. He made you believe. And then take him in Wolf and Wall Street. He made you believe. You know what I'm saying? Denzel made you believe when you seen Training Day. But then he would play something, inspiration or action flick like The Equalizer. He made you believe. So my thing is, that's what I wanted to do. What made people like R. Kelly great, or Chris Brown, or Rihanna? If you go and think about it, the pop records, the R&B record, just pure R&B, the hip-hop records, where the hip-hop and R&B are just hip-hop, where he's rapping, he makes you believe. And for me, I feel like people accepted Lizzo because she made you believe. She was still her, but she made you believe. Like, it's about being able to sell the record. Can you get on whatever record that you do and topic, can you sell it? And a lot of people can't sell it. So I try to make sure as an artist, I try to come in with the mindset of perfecting the craft or the role that I'm trying to convey. I think it's more of the consistency of it all. You like your uncle in the hood, when he first hears something or he sees something, there's a car coming down the street, he'd be like, "Woo, that's good." You get another one and they come down the street, "Oh, that's badass." You know what I mean? Then you got the new wave, you got the next one. "Ooh, that's ugly." So, I think for me, that's what it was, as well as approaching tough subjects. Like, it was tough for me to talk about You Let Me Down, in a sense, because at that point I was in love and I had just moved back to Atlanta, and I never forget just getting the call, like the first love of my life, which my grandmother had passed, and I was already going through it wasn't even a breakup, it was more of a let's take a break. But on the day that I received the phone call about my grandmother, she calls me and I said, "Well, look, what we gonna do? I need you at a time like this." And for her to break my heart again and say, "Hey, I moved on, I got someone else." So me writing about those things were very, very touchy, but they were a way for me to heal.